Alright, so here we have 2003 Ford F150, and it's 5.4 liter, and my thermostat was acting up. It was going to overheat and then back down, overheat, back down, acting all weird. Didn't know what it was. I thought it was a dirty coolant, which could be one of the problems. But so I changed the coolant out, and that wasn't the problem. So what I did is check out the thermostat. So it turns out it was a thermostat. And so what I got here is right there. You see that? See this cap right here? Make sure your engine is cool before you release that valve. And you're going to drain all your coolant out of here. You make sure you take your cap off. And like I said, make sure it's cool. And then here you have your cover here. And it's just 3 different bolts on here. Easy to take off, easy peasy with your ratchet set. And then if you look down here, this is your hose going to where your thermostat is. So you have a top bolt here, your other 2 right here, but in order to do that, you got to get off your coolant, for your air filter. And that's a simple. You got your plug and screwdriver here, and a screwdriver over here. Take that off, and then we can get to it. So just to be clear, just so you know, these 2 pieces that come off here, these 2 hoses, all they do is slide out. There's no special tool needed for them. I'm pretty much a beginner. I just like to tinker around, figure things out, and so just to let you know. And so I done that, and I took the pulled this part off. Yeah. Okay, I just removed the bolts on the thermostat here, here, and here. And it pulls this when you put it on. When you take it off, this back one of them will be hard to take off because it's pulling it together when they're tightened. And it's a 5/16 that you use. A small little ratchet like this. Get a 5/16 on there is perfect. And that way you don't have a big bulky wrench banging against stuff while you're trying to get this off. There's a simple. Okay, so just to let you know, I used for the smaller socket piece, I used a 10mm to take off these bolts right here. These 2, they're 10mm, but I used the smaller one with an extension. This is not strong enough to get these off if they've been sitting for a while, if you haven't changed it. And it broke two of my smaller extensions, so I suggest you do not do that. Use your thicker one and a breaker bar if you have to, and just be very careful with it. And that's how you take out these 2 10mm bolts. So here we are with the thermostat. Here's the O-ring that goes in it. O-ring looks fine. Look at all that gunk in the thermostat. I had a hard time with the housing. It was stuck on there pretty good before I got it off, and now it's the same with the thermostat. I gave it a couple sprays of WD-40. We're going to see if that'll get some of that gunk loose, and hopefully we'll be able to get that out of there.